Just months before America heads into crucial midterm elections, President Donald Trump is once again talking about, guess what, the 2020 presidential election. In a rare primetime address from the White House, the US president revived allegations that foreign interference and weaknesses in the election system affected the 2020 presidential vote. The focus of his speech was China, voter data security, and election integrity. Now the timing is significant. The United States will hold midterm elections in November this year. These elections will decide control of Congress and determine how much political support Donald Trump has for the remainder of his presidency. Hi, I'm Nupur and you are watching Control Z, your cheat code to navigating adulthood. So what exactly did Donald Trump claim? See, the president alleged that China obtained data linked to roughly 220 million American voters and described it as one of the largest compromises of election-related data in US history. He also announced the release of declassified intelligence documents, which, according to him, supports concerns about foreign interference in the 2020 election. Trump also repeated long-standing concerns about voting machines, mail-in ballots, and non-citizen voting. He used the speech to push for the Save America Act legislation that would require proof of citizenship for voter registration and tighten election rules. But here's where the controversy begins. US intelligence agencies have previously examined many of these claims. A declassified intelligence assessment completed after the 2020 election concluded that while foreign governments attempted influence operations, there was no evidence that China or any other country altered voter registrations, ballots, or voter counting systems. Numerous court cases, recounts, and investigations conducted after the 2020 election also failed to find evidence of widespread fraud capable of changing the election outcome. That raises an obvious question. If these issues have already been debated for years, why bring them up now? Well, according to Reuters and the Financial Times, the speech comes at a politically sensitive moment. Republicans are facing a challenging midterm environment, while the administration is also dealing with public attention on the conflict with Iran and concerns about the economy. Several analysts view the speech as an attempt to shift the national conversation back towards election security, an issue that resonates strongly with Trump's political base. Supporters of the president argue that election integrity is a legitimate issue regardless of political timing. They say Americans deserve transparency about foreign threats, voter registration systems, and election administration. Critics see something different. They argue that repeatedly questioning past elections risks undermining public confidence in future elections, especially when previous investigations found no evidence supporting claims of widespread fraud. The debate is not just political, it is increasingly becoming legal. The Trump administration has already pushed states to tighten voter registration procedures, review voter rolls more aggressively, and strengthen citizenship verification requirements. Several of those efforts have faced court challenges. Meanwhile, opinion polls show that election integrity remains one of the most polarizing issues in American politics. A Reuters survey earlier this year found that a majority of Republican voters still believe that 2020 election was affected by wrongdoing, while Democrats overwhelmingly rejected that view. For the rest of the world, this matters because the United States is not simply debating who won an election 6 years ago. It is debating something more fundamental. Can citizens trust the institutions that run elections? That question now sits at the center of American politics. And with the midterms only months away, Donald Trump's decision to revisit the 2020 election ensures that election security, voter fraud, and public trust will once again become major issues in the campaign ahead.